Pues ya estamos aquí otra vez. Directo 111 NBA Live. Vamos a ver si acabamos el reto de la Navidad. Quedan 12 partidos. A ver si lo acabamos. Que nos van a dar un sobrecito de programa. Que nos han regalado 3 que he abierto antes de empezar el directo. No sé si regalan cada X o cómo es el lío. Pero me han vuelto a regalar otros 3 sobres de programa. Me toca ahí. Tampoco es que me haya tocado nada espectacular, pero bueno, alguno de 80 y pico sí que toca. Nos han dado 3 de gratis cuando estamos aquí currando para conseguir uno. No veas tú. Pero bueno, oye, si lo dan de gratis, nosotros lo cogemos, ¿eh? Nosotros no somos gente que lo de gratis, digamos, no, es que he quedado, es que no ves tú, que a mí no, yo me gusta trabajarlo, sí, trae para acá, andante el millón live. Vale, esto ya está. Y para mí que ya nos podemos ir metiendo, ¿eh? Vámonos. A ver si no nos da mucho la brasa y me como muchas torrodas, que me voy a comer alguna, ya te lo digo yo. Vale. Pues vámonos. A ver cómo es el lío este. Más 5, 3 minutos, más otro cuarto, madre mía.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Se que me como 5 más 3, 8 minutos. Madre mía. Y para empezar encima con ventaja.
One free throw counted. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Wizards have it. And they call
macho, que nos faltas el Tobías, es que nos rasca una bola, macho. Eres muy pesado, también, muy pesado.
Wall to Beal. Right time, right player. Can't teach height. Porter. That no good, off the mark. To Tobias Harris. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster. Wall into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Beal. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Finishing inside the paint on that one. As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results. Wizards with the basketball. Get the cameras out. Flash on. That's going to make a nice poster. Dwayne Wade. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim. To Wall. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Madre mía, la paliza que nos vamos a pegar.
Bledsoe to Wade. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse. Old school equals high percentage. Into the front court comes Wall. Down a bundle. Lakers come up with it. Bledsoe slams it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the corner. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
He was hacked. They let it go. To Tobias Harris. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Wizards at the controls. To Beal. Screen coming. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Tobias Harris above the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Straight on three. At the buzzer.
Y no vete.
Menos
mal que han metido una, porque si no...
With the Lakers in command. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
It's Washington with the basketball. Wall picked up by Teague.
Se pone a hacer notas.
Holiday in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. And finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
John Wall trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Missed the foul shot. To Holiday. Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Wall across the timeline. His guys down big. Screen coming, driving right to the basket. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his fourth block of the evening.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Looking to make something happen. To Porter.
Nah, Valentín no roba un balón, macho.
Wall to Porter. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Wall with it up top. He'll run the offense. Beal to Wall. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Holiday. Gordon.
Toma.
Yes, Aaron Gordon. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Wall guarded by Jeff Teague. Nothing going here on that drive.
A ver, tú. Que se raya. Al final, para nada. Me encanta. Flipado. Es un flipado.
Teague with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Beal. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Oh, fuck. Ah.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Wall, defended by Jeff Teague. Has a look. There it is, John Wall. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Beal. The drive, right to the basket.
No.
Sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Ah.
To Porter.
Una bola no jugamos una bola, macho. A ver qué. Cansino.
To Wall.
Ah.
Big
Fuck.
finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Aaron Gordon, defended by Markieff Morris.
Toma.
4-3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
There it is, John Wall. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Gordon goes to the left side. Here's a chance for long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Porter.
Y eso que el Gervin tiene lo que tiene de triples,
Gets a look. Can't hit.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Sí, señor. Los casca 3 triples,
The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Y 75. Ha clavado 2 triples seguidos. Ay, el pro player. Muy bien. No. 2 minutos, vale.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here's a chance from long range.
Missed it.
To Bledsoe. Bledsoe, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Augustine with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Lakers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Bledsoe slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Knocked loose. Big finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Augustine with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Eric Bledsoe, huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Bledsoe to Tobias Harris. Lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Grant with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Knocked loose.
Espérate que me tiren.
Deep 3
Hola.
at the buzzer.
A tu
The
casa.
Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
2 minutos, vale.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Eric Bledsoe, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, he's denied. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
La cámara ya ni le sigue, macho. Vámonos.
Love to George Hill. Lets it
Venga,
fly
hombre,
from
si lo
beyond the
meterá.
arc. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Hill into the front court. His guys trail now by 4.
Fuck. Venga, hombre.
To Love.
Ah.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Here comes the screen. Hill to J.R. Smith. Hill.
No. Bola. Vale.
Not going down here. To Bledsoe.
Ahora, bombo.
Bledsoe slams it down.
4.
Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person.
Bola, vale.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend.
¿Cómo se va el otro? ¿Pero dónde
To
va?
the rim, lays it up and
Madre
in.
mía, ¿dónde sigue?
Strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hill across the timeline. The deficit is 6.
Ah.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Corre, 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 corre. Ya está.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Long heave from three-quarters court. The Lakers get the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
otros dos. Vale. Ah, no, vamos a comer 2 cuartos y pico. Muy bien.
Wade, guarded by Devin Booker. To Tobias Harris. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knight into the front court. Leads just a point. To Booker. Josh Jackson. Here comes the screen.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Eric Bledsoe. He's 2 for 2 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more than. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Knight into the front court. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Curling inside. Booker on the drive, but a shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss a shot. That's great defense.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Lakers come up with it. Tobias Harris above the rim. They'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Madre mía, otros 10 minutitos, tío. Porque no, los partidos con prórroga son 5. Pero es que esto que te comas 12. Cuando en 2 minutos le puedes sacar 20 de ventaja.
To Tobias Harris. Off the assist.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Booker. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Stuffs it down with authority.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knight into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Has a look. Rebound comes to Bledsoe. To Tobias Harris. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker, so it stays with Phoenix. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. The monster stuff.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Jackson. Lakers have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Goes 2 for 2. Knight into the front court. His guys down big. Tobias Harris with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Here comes the screen. Josh Jackson to Booker. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Wade. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Jackson. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Booker to Jackson.
No vueltes mucho que tirar, campeón.
Has a chance? Yes. For every tough shot you make, buy one, get one free.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy, because leads can evaporate quickly.
Yes, what the fuck? And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Trevor Ariza trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Los Angeles has the basketball. Bledsoe slams it down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And stuffs it home. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Tobias Harris sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that switch.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Trying to cash in. He connects with the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Yes, and a the foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
Bastante que no le pongo la bola en todas las jugadas.
Knock loose. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Trevor Ariza able to recover with the block. Dwayne Wade. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. 3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bledsoe.
No,
a pass stolen by Phoenix.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Madre mía, madre. Bueno, pero ¿cómo falló?
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You got to make those.
Throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. And count the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Phoenix with it. Lakers have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle to Booker. Eric Bledsoe pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The drive.
Bueno,
right to the basket.
otra.
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Screen coming. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker, so the Suns keep the possession. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Oh, emphatic slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Whoa, what a finish.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, Check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
It's Suns ball. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Toma.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed. Great anticipation. And the defense is sticking to him like glue. That's where you pull one of your bigs over and you say, hey, listen, big man, next time I'm randomly running down the court, set a blind screen. Knock him on his back. Make him always keep that head on the swivel so he's not sure where you'll come from next.
Driving right to the basket.
Return label included. The offense might want to adjust here. That's his fourth block of the evening.
I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock as your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 2. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Josh Jackson. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Here we go. I got your help. Make it harder.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lakers come up with it. Slam dunk.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
He connects.
Solo tarde, ¿no? Me han dicho, vamos, no sé.
Deep 3 at the buzzer.
Toma.
3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench.
Madre
This
mía,
one
tío.
is now all over.
26 puntos de Tobías y 31 de... Madre mía. Y 31 de Bledsoe. Madre mía, chaval. 34 de 37. Míralo. 4 tapones el Racing y 3 y 7 robos, chaval, mira. 33 puntos, 7 robos, 3 tapones, 2 asistencias y 2 rebotes. Qué bestia, qué bestia. Madre mía, qué animalaco. What the fuck. A ver. 3 más 5, madre mía. Y 8 arriba.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. When the ball was in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen. San Antonio ball. To Aldridge. To Murray. DeRozan down low. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Eric Bledsoe, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Aldridge to Rudy Gay. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
He gets it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Rudy Gay. Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2.
Con los cambios, tío.
To Holiday. Count it.
Underutilized. 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 Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
Spurs have it. Knocked loose. Patty Mills. Picked up by T. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Patty Mills to DeRozan.
Venga, tío.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even
No
made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10.
Here we go, my ball.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Spurs in possession. Patty Mills to DeRozan.
Oh, no.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust.
Me la como.
Marcus Aldridge. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Old school equals high percentage.
Teague with it up top. The lead is 11. Cashes in for 2.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oh, macho, tío.
Deep 3 at the buzzer.
Wow.
Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game and
Ahora,
their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
San Antonio with the basketball. Patty Mills to Aldridge. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Holiday. Plays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mills in possession. Trailing by 14. Knocked loose.
Buenísima.
Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
No se ha fallado esta bola ahí, chaval.
Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Mills in possession. His guys down big. To DeRozan.
No.
Has a look.
Mal defendido.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Bledsoe. Jumper's good.
Qué pena, tío.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Mills in possession. Down a bundle. Lakers come up with it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Venga, hombre, sí, la festival de la chapa.
Right now, San Antonio's possession.
Fuck.
Shot from the lane won't go. Holiday in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Tobias Harris.
Toma, ahora sí, triple.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Patty Mills. To DeRozan. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Eric Bledsoe. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Bledsoe slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Patty Mills to DeRozan. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Not that time. To Wade. Count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Mills in possession. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Rudy Gay.
Buenísima, madre
As
mía.
my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Bledsoe. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Rudy Gay. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Dwayne Wade, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oh.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Bueno, es que tampoco hay que salirse mucho para palizar a esta peña. Vale, pues vamos a por el último. Vamos a por el Russell. Ay, madre mía. Este que me hace frío. Vale, un minuto. Vámonos.
Lakers at the controls right now. And he finishes at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys find themselves
venga, hombre.
Ricky Rubio. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Me cago en la leche. Stays out. Rubio into the front court. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter.
Al final, a que me voy a la fucking prórroga.
Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Tírenme la fucking prórroga.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Vamos, esa bola, vale.
Sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Vamos, bombón.
Slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Vale, venga, a ver si robamos.
Utah with the possession. Rubio
Si no
to
robamos.
Gobert. Knocked loose.
Sí, fuck. Vale, buena, ya
Won't
está,
go
ya está,
down.
ya está.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Hola. A tu casa, a tu casa y a tu casa. Ganamos. Vámonos.
As they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Me encanta. Es más fácil el último. Vámonos. Bueno, pues quedan 6 y nos den el sobrecito. Vamos a abrir el de ahora, que tenemos que colocarlo. No sé si habré vendido alguno de los... Porque tengo un huevo de jugadores a la venta. Tengo 18, me parece. Sí, porque tenía ahí... Como compro tantos... Pues bueno, no sé. Vale. Pues poco. No ha vendido nada, tío. En serio. Tengo la venta, chaval. 26, what the fuck. Vale, Westbrook de Oklahoma. Pero no he cogido el de... Vale, listo. Vámonos. Vale, 5 minutos. Vale, 2 minutitos, voy a hacer otro café y seguimos. Vámonos. Vale, vale. Ah, quedan dos. Vale, vale, vale. ¿Sobre de regalo? Bueno, oye. Bueno, pues mira. Oye. Pues mira tú qué bien. Otros sobrecitos. Creo que solo nos íbamos a llevar uno. Pues mira, bienvenido. Buen rollo. Empezamos con los últimos segundos. 30, vale.
Better late than never. Now's his first shot, and it goes down.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Portland's got it. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Bledsoe with it up top. His group now down 2.
¿Qué pasa?
A lot of contact. No foul.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
What the fuck?
The quarter's come to an end. This game is all tied up.
Ay, madre.
All right, here we go. Overtime underway.
No me podías haber hecho esto antes, campeón.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3.
Oh, fuck.
The touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dance. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
No. Oh, fuck.
Defense, making the ball handler work. To Lillard.
Cuidado, bloqueo.
Has a look.
Vale, buena.
Lillard with a shot. No. To Wade. Deep left corner. Bledsoe.
No llega.
And it's Aminu with the rebound. McCollum with the basketball. They're down 3. Bledsoe slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Lillard. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. He's now 5 for 6.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Eric Bledsoe.
Buena. Madre mía, le ha puesto la capa al pecho, chaval.
Stuffs it down with authority.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Portland has the ball.
No llego.
And finishes strong.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for fourth in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Mucho tendencia a ser Lillard,
To McCollum. Lillard to Harkless. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
McCollum into the front court. His team down 9.
No se la roba. Oh, qué pesado es.
Tough move in close quarters with the crossover.
No.
Dave rises just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's
Vámonos.
landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
McCollum with the basketball. 9-point margin. Knocked loose. And throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was
Ahora.
great. Continue to be that net that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Harkless. Lillard to Harkless. Knocked loose.
Whoa.
Lakers come up with it.
Eso está el lío,
Bledsoe.
Ahora, me vuelvo a pasar,
Nothing's
me
gonna
cago
stop him
en
in
la leche.
pursuit of the basketball.
Off
the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
It's Portland ball. Knocked loose.
Bazooka.
Lakers have it. And stuffs it home.
Y el Bledsoe está con esta.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
No.
Damian Lillard. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was
Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
McCollum into the front court. Down a bundle. D's got it. Damian Lillard now 4 for 9.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win it in overtime. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Panojita en camino. 1 de 6. Vamos. Vamos que nos vamos. Pesa del Wii con 89, tiene un 45 de triples, tío. Hay que quererle. Números. Bueno, ya empezamos. Falta, pita, falta, tío, pita, falta, perro.
Defender has to pick him up. Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
No me la como, pero del tirón. Ah, la prórroga. Venga.
Time expires. This game is all tied up.
Fuck. Y suerte.
And we're underway here in the extra period.
Suerte que la he metido. Por lo de ayer perdí un par de partidos sobre todo a la beca. Como ese, si me llegan a poner el tapón antes, me la como.
Looking to make something happen.
Blocked
away. Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes.
Y más uno. No te dejes de
And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Augustine with the basketball. He'll run the offense.
Ah, tío, ¿en serio? Nada, que no se lo hace.
To Vucevic. Lakers
Ahora
have
para tu casa, por pesado.
To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, Eric Bledsoe, guy who can make plays. They dare him to take it, and he knocks it down.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Bledsoe slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Aaron Gordon. Fournier. Call the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Ahí la llevas. Ahí la llevas. No te preocupes, Gary. Ya la meto yo.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's more than a force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Orlando has it to Gordon. Take stock of the floor to Fournier. Lakers have it.
Boom, boom. Yeah, tío, boom, boom.
Touch at the rim. Count it.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Uy, me la ha comido doblar, chaval. Pero, tío, macho.
Add 2 points to the board.
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Fournier. Here comes the screen. Creates his own shot there.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lakers at the controls right now. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same wavelength here in this fourth quarter of play. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
No.
Knock loose.
Lakers
come up with it.
Madre mía, que lleva 16.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Augustine with it up top. His guys down big. Screen coming. Tight space with the crossover. Whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Lakers have it. Big finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Monster stuff.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Tobias Harris. Gordon swats it. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Time to shuffle things up. To Bledsoe.
Venga, tío.
Won't go. From the painted area, won't go down. To Bledsoe.
Sí, claro. Tú serás el triple. Que verás lo que te hago. Toma,
counted at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Pringao. Falta, más uno.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
Here it is.
To Aaron Gordon. Oh, had him going there for a second. Not loose. And a nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Couldn't keep it in. Out on Jared Grant. The Lakers get the victory as they win it in overtime. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Me comeré otra prórroga. Maybe. A ver, comido. Vale. Ahora me comeré. Ah, vale, 2 minutos. Vale, vale.
Los Angeles, they have it. Turns and slams it down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Lynn with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Knocked loose.
Buenísima, vámonos.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Tobias Harris above the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Lynn with it. He'll run the offense.
Vamos, vamos.
Bledsoe with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game.
Quieto, 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 que la pierdo. Quieto, que la pierdo. Pues no. Para ti.
Dwayne Wade. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
Not loose.
Se la robó.
Lakers have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen.
No, uff.
To Ken Bazemore.
Nada, que no se la robó por nada. Pues aguantando que esto es un viajo. Aguantando que esto es un viajo. Sí, claro que sí, lo meterá.
Not getting the bounce.
Está solo.
Deep left corner. Bledsoe.
No, fuck, tío.
Can't connect. It's no good. To Jeremy Lin.
Tío, y el salto.
Jeremy Lin. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Lynn with it. His guys down by 9. Knocked loose.
Ahora.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Lynn.
And the Lakers with the rebound.
Tu casa. Y más uno.
Yes,
Hala.
and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
1 free throw up and good. The lead now 14. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
A ver. Tercer cuarto. Más 5. 3 más 5. 8 minutos. Pues nada, tu casa.
Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands,
Vamos a comer
we all knew
aquí
what was going to
8 horas.
happen.
Golden State at the controls. Knocked loose. Curry. Lakers have it.
A tu casa.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Curry into the front court. His guys down by 9. Knocked
Ahí la
loose.
llevas.
Lakers
Vámonos.
come up with it. Bledsoe slams it
Pobre
down.
Warriors.
Ah, that
Con lo
transition
ofensivo,
offense was flawless. When guys fan
Bueno,
out
ganarlo
and actually
todo
fill the
durante años y
lanes
años,
with a
al final
sense
se
of
queda
urgency.
mineral.
You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Knocked loose. Stuffs it down with authority.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Green. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Draymond Green tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Curry with the ball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Lakers have it.
No, hombre, que la broma toca para ti.
Rises for the slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
It's a big finish.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Ah, fuck.
Runner here won't go down. To Wade.
¡Buah, chaval, qué vacilón!
Wade. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Curry to Durant. Tobias Harris sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Green. Durant to Green.
Bola.
Nice pass to set things up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lakers ball. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Durant with a shot that misses. That's the end of the third quarter with the Lakers in command. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh, I see you working out, huh? I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Kavan able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant.
Toma, chaval, pero
Oh,
no,
big man doing work right there.
Baseline drive.
buenísima.
Josh Richardson, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Livingston to bring it up. His guys down big. Aaron Gordon pins
Bola, la
it.
bola.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good.
Sí, claro.
They're putting in an
Y la
absolute
mete.
show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Eric Bledsoe. He's now 5 for 6.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while,
Me
they venture
encanta,
into the
no vale
paint.
más balones así
Bledsoe
sin
with the
carro que a mí
basketball. His guys
Al
hold
final
a
la caído.
commanding lead. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say,
Stay down, clown. Oh, they
Ah,
call him
fuck.
for the foul.
welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Thompson.
Bueno,
To
se ha muerto
Curry.
uno por ahí,
There's a
tíralo.
chance from long range. Not that time. Dwayne Wade, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down a bundle. Green.
Y lo meterá. Ah, bueno,
Short
menos
jumper
mal.
stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Driving right to the basket.
Bueno, y la mete. Ah, no.
Curry all the way,
Que no.
but a shot won't
Vámonos.
fall.
Bombón.
Big finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Ah, fuck, yeah. Ah,
Curry to Durant.
bueno, pues no.
Hey, don't switch, don't switch. I got him.
Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Wade.
Pero, ¿qué haces? What the fuck?
Shot misses for Wade.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket
que se
space of
robó.
the shooter. Now, as a
Ay, su
shooter,
cara.
they
Ay,
shoot
va.
hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Knocked loose. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Warriors have the basketball. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
And finishes strong.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys holding a big lead. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Livingston across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. The drive, right to the basket, right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Livingston to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Screen coming.
No se la robo, tío. Fuck. Y la mete.
It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot.
Buenísima.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
That misses with a second to go. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the
A ver. Un minuto. Vale. Vamos, no me jodas. Vale.
Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Lakers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Stops it down with authority.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
The Thunder have the possession. Paul George to Westbrook. Able to convert inside.
You heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Westbrook with it. His guys trail now by 4.
Pa' tu casa.
He's
Hala.
denied.
Venga.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Pues sobrecito, cheto. Sobrecito, cheto.
Deep three. At the buzzer, the Lakers get the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Pues vámonos a por el último. No sé por qué meten a los Knicks. No sé qué tiene especial los Knicks con Westbrook. Quizá que le quería fichar a todo el mundo y al final no fichan una mierda. Confirme. Vámonos. A ver. 12 minutos que nos vamos a comer. Torriquichuelos.
Stuffs it down with authority. When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And stuffs it home. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Not that time. To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Rocking the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Turns and slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Porzingis. Has a chance. Porzingis with a shot off the mark. Dwayne Wade. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, mira cómo. Pero qué fuck.
Straight on three.
Y lo mete. Venga,
the buzzer.
a la
That's
casa.
it. First half has come to an end. The Lakers have the lead.
Venga, va, 10 minutitos. Y de los sobres.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Eric Bledsoe, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. To Hardaway. Lakers have it. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
They called a foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Number 6, Eric Bledsoe. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Eric Bledsoe with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Madre
Count the
mía,
basket.
chaval. Madre mía,
Points in
madre
the
mía.
paint.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
18-0 de parcial.
Burke with it. Down by 15. Lakers come up with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Venga, únete a la fiesta.
Easy
Vamos,
pass to
Resen.
the rim.
Underutilized. 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 Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Possession lies with New York. To Cantor.
No. No, fuck. Una tenía que meter.
Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Eric Bledsoe. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 from the field.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Venga, tío, en serio. Dale, sí, venga. Fuck, fuck.
Trey Burke. And the
Venga,
Lakers
que
with the
que
rebound.
son muy malos.
To Bledsoe. Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Cabrón, ¿cómo no lo voy a dejar mal, tío? Venga,
He
hombre,
sent
por
that
ahí.
one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Eric Bledsoe pins it.
Venga, fuera
Oh,
de
he
ahí.
blocked that with authority.
Dwayne Wade. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Burke with it. His guys down big. To Cantor. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Oh, fuck.
Big
Madre
finish at
mía,
the
macho.
rim.
Man, they are
What
just
the fuck?
continuing to pour it on. But the
28
one thing we know
partido.
about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy, because leads can evaporate quickly.
Se me va, se me va.
Eric
Pa' tu
Bledsoe.
casa.
Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Tío, pero tú
And
mate.
count the basket inside.
No me seas una
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Burke with it. Down a bundle. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Eso es
And
¿en serio?
scores. Strong
Fuck.
take.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball, because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
No, fuck.
Curling inside.
Uy,
Eric
¡guau,
Bledsoe
chaval!
swats in.
Bestia.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about
Vamos,
getting
vamos,
their
vamos,
shot right.
trompos.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Ahí la lleva.
Lakers come up with it. That is great vision to set it up.
Oh,
Jumper
fuck.
won't go down. Knocked loose.
Si la tuve
Lakers
supera.
have it.
hecho por fallar.
Slam dunk. That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
No.
To Cantor.
Oh, denied. As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Madre mía,
That's how
chaval.
it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so
Un
much
fácil de
space.
41-2.
But the defender
Pues sí, sí que puedo, sí.
Just inside the arc. At the
Madre
buzzer.
mía, madre mía del amor
Rebound taken
hermoso,
by
chaval.
Wade.
Qué
And you
paliza
knew
le
this
estoy
game had a
metiendo.
chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth.
Venga, fuck, vámonos.
The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Down low, it's Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
No, se
The
va.
drive. Right to the...
Oh,
Ahí está,
out there looking like the Kimbe
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Y más uno.
Yes,
Hola,
and the
vámonos.
foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Aaron Gordon trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career,
Llevan una
69%
canasta
at the line.
En 7 minutos de juego, macho.
The possession lies with New York. To Cantor. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Pati.
Trying to cash in. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing
Están
tonight.
poniendo fino, Me han dicho, vamos.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land. Oh, he's denied. Oh, big man doing work right there.
Boom, boom.
Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Josh Richardson able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening. Flushes it home.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. New York Knicks basketball. To Porzingis. Lakers come up with it.
Pero no me esperes atrás, tío. Falta más y le
And a foul.
No puedo con la vida. No
He
puedo
should
con la
get
vida,
some kind
chaval.
of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Eric Bledsoe at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Deep left corner. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Dwayne Wade. It'll stay New York basketball. Aaron Gordon sends it away. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guy stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Knicks with the basketball. Down the lane to lay it in.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Hombre, falla una.
No foul.
Qué estrella.
Lakers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We gotta get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
And throws it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game. Not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Pero tío, haz un mate.
Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's been lights out so far.
65-6 de parcial.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Venga, hombre, a tu casa.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back,
Qué
and he
bestia,
made
¿pero
the
dónde
player
vas?
miss the shot. That's great defense.
45 y se rasca un triple de 8 metros. Hay que quererle.
Aaron
A tu
Gordon
casa.
snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up
Mira,
out of position.
mira.
I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
New York in control of the basketball. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
15 de 15, casi nada. Pa' tu casa.
You could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Mario Hezonja, couple of free throws on the way.
Tiro
A
libre.
career 83% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a
Canastas en
1-of-2
tiro
trip.
libre. Mientras el Bledsoe solo ha metido 33 puntos.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
Ah, no, 35.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are
La
effortless.
solución es meter a Hardaway de base.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion.
Madre
For
mía,
Jay
qué
Williams and
paliza,
all our
chaval.
crew,
Qué
I'm Ed Cohen
paliza, tío.
saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the
3
NBA
de
on
23.
EA
Y yo
Sports.
35 de 38. Casi nada. 35 puntos, 8 robos, 4 tapones y 4 asistencias. El primo Eric. Qué bestia con él. Claro, cada uno ha metido 11 puntos en 5 minutitos. Que va a echar todo lo más. Madre mía. Qué bruto, tío. Qué barbaridad. Pues ahora vamos a abrir las sobres. Sí, porque ya no podemos seguir con la Reto Navidad porque no tenemos al sac de 90. Bueno, sí, porque aquí tenemos que tener aquí el horrible de la temporada 1, el mítico, el que se necesita para que hacer 200 millones de cosas. Así que vamos a abrir los sobres. Y todos esos han caducado. Madre mía, todo lo que ha caducado. Bueno, ya digo yo que vender la mierda. Pues sí que he vendido todos los mierdes. ¿En serio? He vendido todos los mierdes, macho. Oh, mira, te lo pongo más caro, para que veas. Yo creí que los mierdes no se iban a vender. Y regalado, me parece el Gerby. No, uno de los riquis yo lo he vendido, por fin. No, va a empezar a dar error. What the fuck. Joder, ya empezamos, tío. ¿Ves? Ya empezamos. Qué pesadez. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿Dónde vas? Qué pesados son, tío. Me parece que están dando los dos esos, tío. Fuck. Es que no están. Vale, vamos a abrir los sobres. A ver qué tenemos dos. Eso, ¿y esto? Vamos a abrir este último. A ver, el Reto Navidad. A ver qué tenéis. A ver. Pues vale, pues vale. Pues vale, pues vale. Pues bueno, pues mira. Ya me quedo más tranquilo. Ya me quedo más tranquilo, vamos. A ver este. Me pinta el cheto. Venga, a ver si ahí dais panojita rica. ¿En serio? Fuck, tío. Pero si tengo un valor guardado de 200.000 de media. Madre mía. ¿Eh? Pues después de tanto ocurre para el reto de Navidad, te dan 2 mierdas. Ya te lo digo yo. Bueno, pues el reto de Navidad está hecho. Así que nada, vamos a dejarlo por aquí y nos vemos en otro vídeo o directo del canal. Un saludo, hasta ahora.